Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we're going to be talking about the Lakers. But before we get into this before we get into this, make sure you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Had a lot of thoughts on my mind. Anyway, let me get into this topic here. Y'all know that the Lakers are the talk of the town, man. The Lakers are the talk of the town, and this team has really been struggling. As y'all know, it's no secret that the Lakers, prior to last night's game, had already started the season with an 0-5 record, and it seemed like pretty much the sky was falling and people were making all types of recommendations on what the team was supposed to do. Then yesterday, they went to go play against the Minnesota Timberwolves in Minnesota. And I watched the game. I watched pretty much all of the game, and the Lakers were pretty competitive in that game. They kept the game close, especially in the first half. And the second half, they battled all the way to the finish line. But ultimately, they ended up coming short, and they dropped yet another game, and they now are currently with an 0-6 record, right? They're 0-6 record. And after the game, LeBron James was asked to give some of his raw opinions and his thoughts about what had just transpired and his thoughts in general about the Lakers and their current situation. So for those of you who missed what LeBron had to say in the post-game conference, take a listen to what he had to say here, and then we're going to come back and react to it. So take a listen to that.
LeBron, Darvin cited the turnovers to start for the team. It's another new starting lineup. It seemed which kind of happened a lot last year, right? AD was out. Russ moves to the second unit. How do you try and lead guys into some form of cohesion in those kind of situations, and how key was that tonight?
Well, I mean, obviously it's a fine line between, unforced turnovers and turnovers as you're just being aggressive and trying to make plays happen. So, we had some, that's quite a few unforced turnovers. Some of the aggressive ones I can be okay with, but we just got to do a better job of that.
You talked oftentimes about, seeing it all in the league at this point, but, it's an 0-5 start for various reasons. So what do you try to focus on as you try to get the team out of it?
Try to get better, continue to play winning basketball. I think our offense is just, it's harming us right now. I think defensively, once again, we had a great game plan. We went out and competed, gave ourselves a chance. A couple possessions here, a couple possessions there. Didn't go our way, but just keep hammering home.
What was it like for you to see Darvin go with that closing lineup, considering Minnesota's size? Like, does that give you? Troy Brown said it gave him confidence that Darvin would, kind of go with something like that that's maybe out of the box a little bit.
Just trying to find what works right now. To be honest, it doesn't matter who's out on the floor. We're just trying to find what works, what can give us the best chance to win a ball game. So I think that's what Coach went with, and everybody who's on the floor was just ready.
Darvin praised Russ's effort off the bench. Said really it was a fantastic game from him.
Yeah.
What did you see out of Russ today?
It was great.
LeBron, did that energy that he had directing that bench unit, did that carry over, especially at the end?
He was great, and it definitely catapulted to us. He was great all game.
Do you feel 0-5 weighing on the energy in this room at all? Or
I mean, after the game, it is. I mean, it's human nature. I mean, obviously after the game, but earlier today we came in with great energy. We had great energy during shoot-around. We had great energy throughout the game. After the game, none of us want to lose. So yeah, the energy is down.
Like cumulative sort of build, you don't think from sort of day to day with it?
No.
Do you feel for AD, considering he's had the injuries the last couple of years, he really made a vow to want to be in the lineup as much as possible this year?
Of course.
And he has this.
Of course. You guys know how I feel about AD, so of course.
So, how can he manage that?
He has to do what's best for his body. Do his best for his body and his mind. When his mind is gone, then everything else will fall to the wayside. So, he has to trust himself. He has to, yes, he wants to play every game. Yes, he wants to be out there for our team, but he's had a lot of bumps and bruises over the last few years. So he has to trust himself, trust his staff, and not put his body in harm's way.
Let me tell you why I'm worried for this team. The Lakers have a tough schedule coming up. The next team they're going to face is the Denver Nuggets, the New Orleans Pelicans, the Jazz, who've been playing surprisingly well, LeBron's former team in the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Jazz again, the Clippers, if they can get their act together with Kawhi and figure out a rotation for him, and the Sacramento Kings. That means that there's a serious possibility, like a serious one, that the Lakers can end up starting this season with a 1-11 record or 2-10 record. If that happens, if I'm the Lakers, I would seriously consider blowing up that group. I will start to look for trade packages for LeBron, who you still get a lot for. I would definitely try to find a way to trade Anthony Davis. And I would definitely try to find a way to trade Russell Westbrook. There would be no point to continue having this group together. We would have already seen enough. There's nothing new that we would have seen if it comes to that point. Now, personally, I hope it doesn't. Because if it does, man, for the people that are tired about people talking about the Lakers, if you're tired now, if it comes to that point, they're going to be talking about the Lakers all the way up to the NBA Finals. It will be that bad of a situation. I hope it doesn't come to that. I really do. But if they continue to lose games, eventually that fan base is going to protest. They're going to say that we finally seen enough and you guys need to do something about it. They're going to start pointing fingers in the direction of some of their players. People like Patrick Beverley, who they thought initially were funny, they won't find him funny. People like Anthony Davis, they're going to be taking out a lot of their frustration on Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, who always seems to be injured. They're going to get on his case. Even LeBron, they're going to get tired of him too. Even though they understand that he's great and all of these different things, I think you're going to see a decent amount of that fan base turn on him, not because he's a bad player, but because of the situation. It's not like as if when Kobe was injured, when he was a shell of himself towards the end of his career and he had a bad team that basically had no expectations. In the case of the Lakers, just 1 year ago, people thought that was going to be a team that could potentially represent the Western Conference. And a year and a half later, look where they are now. So I hope it doesn't come to that situation, I hope it doesn't get to that. But if they continue to lose these games, man, it's going to be ugly. I was listening to Tim Legler, and he said he believes this team is going to get off to an 0-7 start. That's crazy. That's crazy. So these are my thoughts and opinions on this. And the question to you guys is, what do you think about what LeBron had to say? What do you think about some of the things we had to say in this show? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we'll definitely catch you guys on the next one. Peace.